there is something that Indiana has shown how to be an expert at, it's showing how to blow a fourth quarter lead. That's the reality. The Indiana Fever once again blow a fourth quarter lead, a double digit fourth quarter lead, up 60 to 50 with 9 minutes and change to go, and lose to a bad LA Sparks team 85-75 on their home court, get outscored 35 to 15 over the final 9 minutes and change, make the LA Sparks look like the Oklahoma City Thunder, and completely implode once again down the stretch. This is the fourth game in a row that the Indiana Fever have led in the fourth quarter only to lose. I'm sorry. They were gone 1-3 in the last four in which they have led in the fourth quarter. The only game that they won was the Seattle Storm game on Tuesday. Now, that makes it even more frustrating as an Indiana Fever fan when you look at the fact that Seattle is a much better team than the Sparks. Seattle's a much better team than the Golden State Valkyries. Seattle had just come off of a win over the Las Vegas Aces. Yet the only team that the Indiana Fever were able to beat in this four-game stretch was the Seattle Storm. Make it make sense. They blew a lead to the Golden State Valkyries. They blew a lead to the Las Vegas Aces, and now they've blown a lead once again to the Los Angeles Sparks. That improved the Sparks to 5-11. Indiana Fever fall to 7-8. Consider the fact that the Sparks just lost at Chicago. I keep saying the consistency of the Indiana Fever this year, they're consistently inconsistent, and they might be the most frustrating team to watch in the WNBA because the expectations were so high coming in. With or without Caitlin Clark, this team should have the ability to win a game on its home court that it leads by double digits in the fourth quarter against a bad team. But that's not the case. You have a coach who stands by with her arms folded, seemingly not knowing what to do. You have a team that misses bunnies, that turns the ball over. I mean, the mistakes that are made, takes bad shots. It's just one thing after the other. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. We're getting closer to 10,600 subscribers. Appreciate y'all continued support. Everyone who jumped on board last night for the game recap, instant recap of the game. Appreciate y'all. It was a entertaining evening for about 2.5 hours. I opened the phone lines up for everyone to jump on and give their feelings. Look, man, when it comes to opening up the lines, I get it. You may not like everyone who jumps on board, but the comments in the comment room need to be a little. I mean, if you have a lot to say, you should just jump on board and talk. You know what I mean? Um, if you have a lot to say, you can just jump on board and talk about it. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where I want more people to get involved, and maybe yeah, I do need to do a better job of controlling how long people can go for. Um, but the insults dropping on people that are in the calls who are calling in and wanting to speak, I'd appreciate if you tone it down a bit because it's not. They've done nothing to you, and there's no need to attack people on the phones. Whether and again, if you've got something to say, click the link and jump on board. Give your 2 cents. I want you to have an opportunity to speak as well. So, y'all let me know, y'all when it's open, I want y'all to be I want it to be interactive, but because I saw some of the comments and they were getting a little bit nasty and even, you know, it is what it is. Nonetheless, and I'm not going to mute people just immediately when they start speaking. It's just not going to happen. I'm opening the floor for them to talk. So either way, let's talk about this game. I appreciate y'all being on last night. I still don't know if I'm gonna be jumping on tonight or not. We'll see what happens. You know how it goes. Probably will. Fourth quarter, you're up 58-50. Skip that. Game starts. Ari McDonald doesn't start the game. Someone please explain to me why Ari McDonald does not start this game. It's clear as day that she's the better point guard. Yet all you get from Stephanie White is these continued stupid decisions to play Sydney Colson. 17 minutes, 0 points, 2 turnovers, useless. So Ari McDonald plays 24 minutes, 3 for 8, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. She's attacking the basket. She gets to the rim, 14 points. She brings it when she's out there. She brings it when she's out there. And that's what you need. You need a spark plug. You need a spark plug. You need someone to get the game going. The first half was about as bad a basketball as you've seen. Indiana falls behind 9-0 in the first, 3 minutes of the game. Down 9-0. Yeah, they come back. They're down 2019 at the half, and they do lead at the half 34-30 in what was some of the worst basketball that you could possibly see at any level. But that's what you keep getting from this team. You get this inconsistent ball. 15-10 in the second quarter. It wasn't like the Fever played great defense. The Sparks just stunk. The Sparks just stunk. And then Indiana plays its best quarter of the game in the third and has a lead by 8 going into the fourth quarter. And you're thinking, wow, they might get this done. They might get this done. In fact, they were up 10 in the third quarter as well, at the end of the third quarter. So you go into the fourth and you have an 8-point lead. You push it to 10. And this is what then happens. Looking through it, turnover. This turnover. 3 turnovers in the first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. And like clockwork, the implosion begins. This is what they do every time. And I'm being real. I've done these recaps before. I've looked at film. I watched the games over and over again to see if I've missed something. After Natasha Howard scores to make it 60-50, in the next 2 minutes, they turn the ball over 3 times. 3 times, people. Offensive foul on Aliyah Boston, turnover. Kelechi Hull makes a 15-footer. They're up 7. Sydney Colson turns the ball over. Literally 35 seconds later, Natasha Howard turns the ball over. They took one shot in almost 3 minutes. You know the best way to blow a lead quickly? Don't even get shots off. And then when you do get shots off, let's take bad ones. Let's take threes. The team that really doesn't shoot the ball that well. I'm being real. They don't shoot the ball that well. They don't shoot it well. I know it's one of those things where you say they should be shooting, but they shooting with pace, with tempo. They play with no tempo. Their half court shooting is horrible. And again, Ari McDonald is sitting on the bench. She comes back in the game at 6:37. Kelsey Mitchell hits a jump shot. And now here comes the fouling. Dearica Hamby hits a free throw. Aliyah Boston gets fouled. She hits a couple free throws. Azrae Stevens hits a 3. Now there's I'm guessing. Oh, here we go. Another turnover. 5 minutes. A shot clock turnover by Indiana. 4 turnovers in 4 minutes. Kelsey Plum makes it a 2-point game. Aliyah Boston throws up some wild, over her head, ridiculous crap. Was she even looking at the rim when she shot the ball? I think you remember which one it was. She goes like well over her head. She's not even looking at the rim. Looks like garbage. Bricks it. And here comes Kelsey Plum. Takes a 27-footer. Gives the Sparks the lead. And now, timeout, Stephanie White. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was 50. It took her a 16. Was it a 16 or 17-6 run to call timeout? She gives up the entire lead. It's like watching Christy Sides all over again. In fact, I mean, God, I actually would prefer Christy Sides at this point. Can't even believe that crap. I'd prefer her. It's utter lunacy. So you're down, and this on this particular Kelsey Plum jump shot, if you remember it, she had to shoot it. She picked up her dribble. She picked up her dribble. The shot clock is winding down. And Kelsey Mitchell, rather than getting up under her, backs off of her. What are you doing? What are you doing? 3 gets hit. It's 67-66. And now here comes the bad shots. Kelsey Plum gives them the lead. Here comes the bad 3-point shot in response from Kelsey Mitchell. Brick. Kelsey Plum gets fouled, makes 2 free throws. They're up 3. Aliyah Boston gets a couple free throws back. It's back to 1. Azare Stevens gets an easy bucket. It's back to 3. Remember, this entire time, they're playing small. They have nothing but a small lineup out there. They have Aliyah Boston and a whole bunch of guards. A whole bunch of guards. Like, you can play small for a minute, but if you're playing small and you are not making shots, playing small is going to destroy you because you're also probably not going to grab rebounds. If you're playing small and you're not forcing turnovers, that's a problem. It's a problem. So Aaron McDonald ties the game with a layup and a free throw, and this is where we get to the final 3 minutes of the game. And in the final 3 minutes of the game, which we discussed last night on the live, the Sparks go 14 to 4. In the final 3 minutes, the Sparks can destroy Indiana on the glass as Indiana is playing small, absolutely destroy them on the glass. Rickea Jackson off of a timeout gets an easy bucket on a curl around. Lexi Hall's behind her, trailing her, loses her layup. Kelsey Mitchell, here comes another bad 3-point shot. Let's just keep jacking threes. It's a 2-point game. Let's keep jacking threes. It's like they're allergic to taking better shots. And then Kelsey Plum gets fouled by Kelsey Mitchell. Clear foul. People want to argue it. It was a clear foul by Kelsey Mitchell. Call it whatever you want to call it. It was a foul. And then we get to that final minute. They're up 2. They're up, Sparks are up 2, 77-75, and the rebounding fest begins. Rickea Jackson misses a shot. De'Erica Hamby grabs a rebound over Sophie Cunningham, who doesn't box her out, and then has this incredulous look like, oh my God, stick your ass on her and push her out with your ass. That's what a box out is. Standing in front of somebody is not a box out. Basic technical fundamentals of basketball were failed in epic proportion in the final minute. Absolutely trash ball. Trash ball. De'Erica Hamby misses the free throw. Remember here, they're still playing small. So they got Sophie Cunningham under the rim trying to box out 6'6" Azare Stevens. Good job, Stephanie White. Great decision making. Have no one down there who can box out and grab a rebound when you need it. So Azare Stevens grabs the rebound because Sophie Cunningham doesn't put a hand on her. If you saw the play, Cunningham is here. Lexi Hall's here. Azare Stevens just cuts right to the side, goes right around Cunningham. Instead of the two of them converging to get in front of her, which is what they should have done, the box out basically is Cunningham cuts her, Hall cuts her, they both box her out. That's what should have happened. Or maybe you should have brought a big in a free throw situation. Exactly. They don't have very many bigs. All they would have had was Natasha Howard, who they should have brought in. Whether you like her or not, you have to bring her in right there to box out. Or you bring in Bree Turner, or you bring in Michaela Timpson, but you got to bring in a big. And you didn't do that. What's new, Stephanie White? She grabs the rebound, gets the putback and the foul. It's a 7-point game. The game is basically over with 49 seconds left. But that's not all. Here comes the 3-point. Let's keep shooting threes because that's what they do. Let's go. Let's keep shooting threes. Kelsey Mitchell misses the 3. They grab an offensive board. Aliyah Boston misses the 3. You're down 7. You can still attack the basket, get the easy bucket. You're going to need threes at some point, but you want to have those shots be actually good shots. So, yeah, they missed in the final minute 3 threes. Obviously, a very disappointing situation for the Indiana Fever. Stephanie White continues to show you why she's wholly unqualified for this job. Her mannerisms don't change. Her decisions are bad. And I'm also going to speak on this. Aliyah Boston has 31 points against Seattle, and she follows it up with 12, 10, and 5. 4 for 13. Aliyah Boston has got to put up 25 if Caitlin Clark doesn't play. It's just that simple. She's got to put up 25 when Caitlin Clark doesn't play. I don't understand what they're doing, what she's doing. 4 for 13, a trash performance. Just awful. Just awful performance. You get 14 from McDonald, 10 from Cunningham off the bench. You finally got some bench production, and your starters don't perform. They play Dallas tonight. Have they ruled Caitlin Clark out yet? I don't know. Let me check real quick. Caitlin Clark is injured. It's a given. They haven't ruled her out yet. I don't think. Let me see. I'm surprised it's already 12:30 in the afternoon. Let me see here. And I would like, and I hope to God Caitlin Clark doesn't travel with the team, but I'm sure she will. Because they're stupid and they don't understand what to do. If she plays tonight, Caitlin Clark injury causes ticket prices to plummet before the game tonight versus Paige Beckers. I don't think she should play tonight. I've been saying it for quite some time. She's not healthy. I would keep her ass in Indiana. I wouldn't let her travel with the team. You can't get treatment while you're at a game. They should stick her ass in a suite. Don't let her near the court. She's spending too much time walking around, not sitting on her ass. People might argue, okay, well, if she's walking on a groin, you can walk on a groin strain. You just can't run. But I also don't want you jumping up and down on the bench and going after referees. Like, you're not the coach. Sit the fuck down. Stop going after referees. You're not playing. It looks ridiculous. I mean, I'm being real. It looks ridiculous. And they have no control, so they don't put her in the booth. They should put her in a suite. Put her in a suite. I don't know if she's playing or not. They don't have it announced yet. It's shocking. It's 12:35 and the game is at 7 or 8 and they don't have it listed here. That's just bananas. Anyhow, we'll see what happens. I don't think she should play. They're in Dallas tonight. I don't think it's going to be a good situation for them, but who knows? Again, the team is consistently inconsistent. Games at 7:30 on Ion. Consistently inconsistent team. Yep. And on the other side, Dallas's game time decision for Dejanay Carrington. And then a bunch of other players are out. Anyhow, y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. You let me know what you think. Appreciate everyone once again last night jumping on board. But this has been a season to forget right now. And it's getting more and more depressing by the game. That's all I got. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.